Don't forget to leave a like and become a member, so you can watch all my videos before anyone else. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about Manana es para siempre. It is a Mexican telenovela produced by Nicandro Diaz Gonzalez for Televisa in 2008. 2008 to 2009, there is an orange light, and on it there is the word Manana in red text, and under it, there are the words es and para in black text, and under them there is the word siempre in orange text. Here is a part of an intro.
Has been that previously neutral Nordic country.
Integra. So the first thing you notice about this, well, we have a really nice low-seating hybrid max version. I will be driving the regular gas and hopefully the hybrid as well later on here. But as far as the hybrid max goes, it's of course the most luxurious one, the quietest. This one also has acoustic noise control here in the hybrid max version, so it'll give you some extra quietness. But all the highlight is they do have acoustic glass for the windshield and for the front windows, and so it's going to give you, a little bit of a quieter ride here. We're just cruising slowly here on a resort road, but in this, we're even in the electric mode here, so you hear that pedestrian warning sound here. But otherwise, really nice and quiet. Obviously, the road isn't too bumpy or rough or anything, but very smooth, very comfortable here. Of course, you have a multi-link suspension and all that, so it helps to smooth out all the bumps. And another thing that's really great you'll notice here, first off in the Grand Highlander, is the visibility. They did a really good job on the visibility. And it's better than some of the competitors, I'd say. Really, one of the thinnest A-pillars here. So you have a really unafflicted view looking forward. The door mirrors are right up onto the door, so they're not fast to face detail like the Honda Pilot and some of the others. So I think it's actually one of the better ones visibility-wise. Also, back you have a great view of Morris from a closer like this. But this one also looks like the option 10 rows a year, which you can get, and that'll give you an aspected view. It could be have a bunch of people in the back there. It also has a hybrid max, you punch your electric motor. And even at low speeds here, I'm noticing that the gas engine is also running, but it's really responsive. And it's the second you stick into the gas, you get a nice hearty shove in your back there, and it just gives you a much more powerful feeling. And basically all the other competitors out there would don't offer any kind of higher powertrain like this. Really, I don't want it to model CS90 now. But this is really immediate again, being hooked up to normal 6-speed automatic transmission here in the hybrid max version. And the speed electric motors really help. And it's also one of the reasons why you have full-time all-wheel drive here in the hybrid max. It's an on-demand all-wheel drive system in the hybrid, and then it's a more traditional all-wheel drive system that's mechanically connected in the regular gas version. But here in this one, you have the powerful electric motor always providing some punch there in the rear. And it can go to 80% of the power to the rear, by the way, with full step down. Let's pull down onto this back road and see how it goes. Here we go. Alright, nice and responsive. Okay. Wow, this is actually pretty punchy, I have to say. Wow, so we're already at 2.4 turbocharged four-cylinder engine combined with multiple electric motors here in the front and in the rear, and all combined it can do 362 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque, at 6.3 seconds there to 60 time. And man, this really is so strong. That's better than I was expecting. Because there's a similar power plant in the Lexus RX 500, and in that it's so physical. It feels punchier in this to me. I'm not sure why, but man, it is a good amount of power. I know, for a vehicle like this, most people don't need need to have some type of super fast vehicle. But for those who do want a punchier power delivery here, I mean, this is really, really nice for them. It also helps because these things aren't heavy. Once you have these fully loaded versions, this one's like 4,920 pounds fully loaded up with this powertrain. So I mean, it's heavy, but honestly, I mean, it really feels stronger than having to step with the wheel. And that is one of the 6.37 times over a second quicker than the turbo and the hybrid version, which is mid-7 second range. And so, but the electric motor too, it immediately kicks in and it's just going to give you this wave of power. And it's really easy to go faster than you're intending because it's really quick. And honestly, I would say that it also actually feels a little quicker off the line than even the Mazda CX-90 Turbo S, which is the famous version that has a 6-cylinder turbocharged and it's really the enthusiast, sportiest one out there. This is actually on horsepower and actually beats it on torque. So, you know, I mean, that has a different platform and it's a little more sportier with its setup. But I'd say as far as straight line performance goes, this is like really actually a little bit better. I think it's probably the punchiest in the mainstream Subaru segment. It's really, yeah, I think it's my favorite as far as power to electric everything in the segment. Really, really well done. Other things I noticed in here, sport mode is nice tight steering. We're not on any corners right yet, so I'm not able to adjust the handling just yet, but I really like this combo. It feels great. And also, as we're waiting on the brake to pull us down from these higher speeds, the brakes feel great as well. After nothing super sporty here, but plenty of braking power. It does grab right towards the top of the pedal there, and it's a very natural feeling brake pedal, which you don't always get with other hybrids. So it's really well done as far as I like it too. And it's running against a 6-speed automatic transmission, which might sound like an interesting choice considering the regular gas is 8-speed automatic, and you have the ECBT in hybrid. But the 6-speed auto works really well, and always in the right gear basically because you have all the electric assist. So that any time where you mistake, maybe there's going to be a little trouble lag here, or maybe it's going to caught off guard being too high of a gear. I've never felt that yet. We'll see with our drive here today if I was clear that at any point in time. But so far, it seems like it's always got immediate power for me. And it's really great. I mean, you know, even if you don't need to have the fastest thing possible, just having it do exactly what you want it to do whenever you put your foot down is honestly a little bit uncommon in this section. There's a lot of others that are a little complicated and a little confused sometimes with the transmission not being in the right gear. So this is really well set up so far. Really like the power thing here in the hybrid max. Alright, so now we got the next one into mountain roads here in Hawaii where we're at. Beautiful out there. But anyway, as far as the handling here in the hybrid max, again, having that full tunnel adjustment, it's always a photo in the rear, so it's pretty neutral. And so even though this thing is only almost 5,000 pounds, it's a nice sweeping horn, you know, pretty radius, and honestly, it's really nice and flat, really good body control. You know, there aren't any kind of adaptive suspension components or anything. It's just a regular, you know, multi-link suspension here, but it's still just really nice and flat, and this power is so punchy. And I was even driving in normal mode a little bit earlier, and it's also always punchy in normal mode, because it's not like it's just sport modes set up to be super fast feeling or anything. Like all the modes will feel great. We also have a slow mode and all that, so you know, you have various modes depending on your circumstances there. But yeah, this thing is just, we're going up a mountain road of 5,000 pound crossover, and this thing is just accelerating like it's nothing. It's really impressive. And yeah, steering is nice and accurate. There's a little bit of feel to it. Obviously, it's a crossover, so it's not going to reduce like a sports car, but you know, steering feels good. Body control is good. It's still super smooth just to ride, you know, and even whenever you're hustling with the exactly, it just feels really well controlled. This TNGA platform is really good. No down to here with the Grand Highlander, you have a longer wheelbase than the regular Highlander. You also have a wider track, so it's going to handle better and be more stable than the regular Highlander, which it's been a couple of years since I drove one of those, so I don't have a super fresh comparison there to give you, but I can just say that I mean, that handles fine, but this is have a bigger footprint, and so therefore it should be a little more confidence inspiring around corners, and it just feels great. The bottom line, it feels awesome. I don't think you're going to have any complaints. And in fact, you can send 80% of the power to the rear here in the hybrid max version, and in most of the other versions, they'll have a pretty good rear bias if it needs it. It just gives you a very dynamic power delivery here. Although there was one point where I did stop on it with the wheel turn, I did feel a little bit torque here. So maybe no compromise. You kind of have all the power and you still get much better fuel economy than most of the other vehicles in the fuel crossover segment. I mean, this thing's going to be rated at 26 mpg in the city, 27 on the highway, and 27 combined as well. And so, I mean, with that fuel economy, again, it's just like you're going to have way better efficiency, way better power. Just to have your cake and eat it too here with the hybrid max, as long as you're okay paying your premium over a regular gas or regular hybrid version. And the regular hybrid will be better fuel economy, but that's also going to have a lot less power, so it's going to get good for whether it's worth, just slight, 2 mpg better than you do get in that regular hybrid version. But, I think it's really, again, if you can afford to go for the hybrid max, it really is the best of all the world. Definitely be the way I would go. If I could afford a top one, well, when I was looking for it, I kind of thought this was the way to go as far as my favorite Highlander. So let's check out the regular gas version and see how that goes. Here we go. Supercutter. Hey, look at the first driver up here that's sitting on the power. Pretty aggressive. Honestly, it's pretty quick. Now I gotta say, full gas version here, 255 horsepower, 10 pound-feet of torque. So we do about a 7.5, 7.06 times. And so, of course, yes, it doesn't go nearly as fast as the hybrid max. The power is like, honestly, it's not bad from a power standpoint here. I'm going to say, pump it again. It's getting speed pretty well here. So, how it compares to competitors, a lot of competitors have the Sexton, have a little bit more horsepower, or even some of the horsepower, but this has more torque than most of it, so that's 310 pound-feet. I think what you're going to feel is that whenever you're heating up and going at its lower speed, that's where you're going to really feel this motor actually feel a little punchy. But you have some higher speeds that might not feel quite as impressive as some of those a little bit more horsepower. But I wouldn't consider this underpowered by any means. I don't think that it feels slow or anything. So I think, if someone who doesn't need about all the power, you want to save some money and go for a regular gas version, you don't need a better fuel economy of a hybrid or whatever, I think this is a great choice. And again, the fact that it's priced this so, aggressively on it is really impressive as compared to its main competitors. And so I think that you don't need to have the most power, which is, I think, most through crossover tires. Then the regular gas one is a great choice. A couple other things to mention here about the regular gas version and the difference in the hybrid max is the transmission. It runs an 8-speed automatic instead of a 6-speed in the hybrid max. And the 8-speed is really good with the shift so far, nice and smooth. It's a normal torque converter, so it's very normal and natural. Nice and responsive, even in all mode here. This is how I'm looking for whenever I lean into the gas tank. And I think it's really well put. I can pull this single motor and keep the band a bit more on the gas. It's not scary to go through the higher RPM whenever you just feel a little bit more on the gas. It's right there and very responsive to it, so like that. Also here you get a different all-wheel drive system in the regular gas version. So all-wheel drive is an option, and you get to use the front-wheel drive here in the lowest trims. And so, but this one does have the all-wheel drive. And the all-wheel drive system, it's really nice because it actually has a mechanical connection here for the gas version. And so that means that, instead of the E-mode that you rely on with the hybrid and the hybrid max version, with this it's always a direct connection there. But like the others, it works the same way where you have separate power around and one gets all-wheel drive. It doesn't need to have the so then you can have that fuel economy and all that. And so, it's really nicely set up and greatly options for front-wheel drive. So some other competitors go all-wheel drive only now. In fact, you still get into the front-wheel drive if you're looking at funny breaks. You don't need to have all-weather capability. I think it's great that they do offer that front-wheel drive option. But as far as fuel economy goes, you're going to be getting, as far as the gas version goes, the best fuel economy goes towards the front-wheel drive version. You don't have too much of a penalty whenever you go up to the all-wheel drive version. The front-wheel drive gas version is 21 mpg in the city, 28 on the highway, and 24 combined. And you only give up 1 to 2 mpg in all those metrics going for the all-wheel drive system. So it's a very minor penalty for the all-wheel drive. It shows just how smart it is all-wheel drive system is to have that physical connection there. And they only 233 horsepower, is less than what you're going to be getting with, all the other versions. But one thing I really like about the hybrid system is you still have a nice electric punch there very early on. So it always feels, nice and punchy from the get-go. So doing acceleration here, it's still spongy tires, so it's just like an traction control came on. And I'm only at the 50 miles per hour. 7.8 seconds very quickly, which, yes, isn't super quick, but 4 seconds, there's a lot of stuff that's, the same kind of performance, and yet with this, you get way better fuel economy. Like I'm getting 30% to units, 32 on the highway, 34 combined, and, so I mean, it's getting up and moving pretty quickly. I do not think this feels tricky whatsoever. This is misleading too. With 243 horsepower in this segment, doesn't sound like a lot, but none of those others have an electric motor to give you that Houston gap that you get here with this. Yes, these are heavier. This is probably 4,500 pounds. It's not even maybe a little bit more. But amazingly, this motor has done a really good job of moving this thing really well. Just from again, doing a quick acceleration there. Yeah, overall, pretty happy with this. I mean, just the fact that you're going to be saving so much gas in actual kind of usage cases that people put these things through. Driving on suburban roads, on drive-through lines, and school pickup lines, all of that stuff can be done electrically. So that's something you can say about the hybrid max as well. But if you don't have the money to jump up to the higher hybrid max versions, it's great that they offer the regular hybrid here. I'm going uphill and not even full throttle, and it's really accelerating nicely. So don't be scared off by the lower horsepower rating. This is really great. At least take a hybrid for a test drive with this. You can get a better economy. As long as the gas version here is still really nice and slow. The ride quality and everything. It's a little bit comfier even right now. With what the rain starting to come down to it, but that's so comfortable.
Now that's volume at 14. Let's get some volume.
Setting off here in the 2023 Integra. So the first thing to notice about this, while you have a really nice low seating coming out of the premium, is that this has definitely heavier steering. And most of it comes down to probably the 245 wide tires versus the 225s you get on regular Mach-E's. And also I think they also just made it a little sportier for the GT as well. And so it just feels sportier from the first second you turn the steering wheel in this thing. It also feels a little bit sportier with the ride. So they definitely have a sportier suspension that go along with the lowered suspension. And, obviously it's a little bit stiffer for performance reasons, but that just means that out here on the road, at least it's, low speed so far that I've been doing, it's, a tiny bit bumpier. Now, it still is fine, it's still comfortable, and if you're used to something that's performance-oriented like this GT is, you're probably not going to have an issue with it whatsoever. But if you do want to have a little bit more adjustability, the Performance Edition does give you the Magna Ride adaptive dampers, and that supposedly makes the ride the best out of all Mach-E's. And so it's definitely probably something worth getting if you, do find the ride a little bit lacking here in a regular GT. That's not part of the Performance Edition package is $6,000, and a few other things that gives you, a lot of features and stuff. But anyway, other things, this is what I'm saying, as all the Mach-E's, very good view for it. The side is good, the back is also pretty good, thanks to sure to put out top there. Other things here, so brakes have a nice and progressive sealing scheme here. Now this Crestable has 8,000 miles on it, so I think that's certainly helped. Because our brand new premium Mach-E actually has kind of touchy brakes. Like really tricky to be smooth with, but I believe that's a set of wearing process. And this one, having 8,000 likely 5 miles. Let's turn out onto the software here. These hot tests. Here we go. Wow! Whoa! Jeez, man, this thing is up. Wow! It's really tough. Really well. It's interesting though. I'm not sure what happened, boys. I got some of gas. It's just really accelerated. So it's always like seconds before that just getting back off the power. So that's interesting. Very interesting. Not the most precise one to be talking about. I don't know why I'm saying that. The only thing that will take the weekend here in the environment side, we're not in the close to the week in a minute to see if that's $170 exercise still present here. I think there was a recall for that, but the thing was a little high value. But anyway, very about the performance here. So all you see is the 480 horsepower, and 124 more when you get on a regular on the box, version on the regular one. And you get engines come to the sport. That's not enough for you to kind of position gives you 634 pounds to the foot. It adds up to giving you a 3.8706 time here for the regular GT, the 3.5 second rear system for the performance position. And this thing is impressive. Really, I like the little sound too. It does have a propulsion sound on it. But I think it sounds really good, you know, just having a little sound. But yeah, we're going to engage and try another acceleration here now. I think I put Lucy that time. Okay, so engage definitely ramp down as well. So I think myself again, it does good out there. It's just unbelievable that strains are effective. I'm going to put it back into the unbounded so I can give it some 40th second here. But it really is a good amount of fun. I also love how the GC has a little power meter here. It's very small at the bottom up there and shows you the read down how much power it's putting out. The regular marquees don't have that. That's something I really would like to have on the regular marquees. To have. But anyway, coming up some corners here, I always taking all my reviews said, let's see how the GT version handles. This thing is 5,000 pounds here, very GT. So it's still 245 wide tires. Wow, this thing is really more than I had expected it to on it. I was really, didn't have high hopes of these all-season tires. But really nice. The steering was kind of stiff, but I think it just really gives it a nice weighty and confidence as far as feeling. Okay, again. Oh yeah, it'll play around you though. I mean, even though it's only a 50-50 split by power here, you're looking at 60-40 split in the performance edition and the unbridled extend mode. But even with, the 50-50 split, this thing really, when they keep it back on there, that's one thing I really love about the Monsters. They just try to make it feel a little more real drive bias, a little more of that Mustang flavor and character. And so I do appreciate that, but I mean, I could tell that the back end was wanting to, kick out a tiny bit, but the front end was also trying to lose grip on the seriously. I think I would just go for the full tradition, honestly. $6 grand isn't enough to get the upcharge, and the head start tires are really nice to do. But you want to go buy your own kind of tires, if you don't need all the other stuff with the performance edition. So I think, even if the performance all season, I don't know why Ford didn't put like your tire sport all season tires, and they did a great all season, but still has better performance capabilities than a regular all season like your Continental. So much for widening the inch for those. This thing, it's a handful. It really is a handful. And I find myself, I paid a little more on this than I did with the GD60 performance that I had a couple weeks ago from Genesis. That had very similar performance as far as acceleration goes, very similar like the power and all that. But that was a little more confident in its handling with its lift and the leg, and it was just very, very confident this time. This is exhilarating. It's less confident this time. It doesn't scare me necessarily, but it's still making sure that there's an issue. You have to just make sure that you're not being an idiot in this. I think you can try to get away with a little bit more stupid driving on the GD60 than you can this. Could kind of fight back a little bit. I like that. That's the same kind of Mustang character, same thing as the regular Mustang, my Mustang Virk that I own, that thing also, maybe that was an idiot, it was out of shape on it, so I kind of like that. I think this actually does feel a little bit more like a Mustang now than the regular Premium did. It does look like a place of the regular Premium is it's actually, slightly more tail off the back end. It's really feel like a Mustang. This being a little bit wilder and being a little more sketchy on the stage, I think actually helps. I'd really love to try out, one of these accelerators to see how they compare back to that and see if you use some of that character, what's the benefit or not. Yeah, it's an acceleration just for fun. Yeah, this thing, it's impressive. Now, I will say that the power starts to taper off a little bit around, maybe 50 miles an hour, so that's when it, it gets a little less intense, but it's still pulling very, very slowly, and it's still so good. We're talking about a vehicle with a 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, it's wild performance. And also, whenever you want to slow yourself down, the GT is really got good grip there. I mean, that acceleration, I was maybe 3/4 throttle with the wheel turn, and it's still hung on pretty good here. So, I mean, the 225 is definitely a huge improvement over the 225 there. That's for sure. Very lucky. The understeer is pretty good early on. You can't push those, a whole lot. They still handle pretty well, but it's pretty fun too. Very nice upgrade. Yeah, it turns out really nicely, and just feels really good. And yeah, 5,000 pounds of curb weight. Does it feel like 5,000 pounds? No. Thanks to the battery being in the floor there, you're nice and low, and very low center of gravity. And I think it's still closer really over 4,000 pounds to the camera, in my opinion. And more corners here. Again, 60-40 split of the performance edition in the vital step mode, but also that mode will also give you louder performance and sound, and also relaxing ease, so you have a more convenient motor control system, so you get a little more quiet, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, the thing is real close up if you start accelerating a little too early out of the corner. But I think it actually does very well at handling those, even on the all-season tires. It's better than I expected it, honestly. And so, yeah, but it's easy. You want more grip? It's tire upgrade away. But it's still a very good handling car. And now we're going to some top here. Let's see how this one does. We've got the 20-inch wheels, big thin sidewalls, but not too bad. Glides on the most of them. It's really not that bad. It's still very drivable. Not bad at all. And it's great that you do have a back ride option for the performance edition. There's something that we'll spin it like 10 miles an hour really well. It's so fun to all driving. It still is really one of the rookie parts. And also, I think part of the reason why is because the bigger front motor is the only upgrade. There is no bigger rear bone. It's the same rear motor as any other motor. So it's just way more power up front.
Alright, so now let's do a sound test. Now, side note, make sure you put your headphones on or watch this video using the quality system. If you're using your iPhone or your Galaxy, it's just going to sound like music. Alright, so I'm going to start off at 50% volume with my custom EQ settings. Here we go. Okay, now right away I can tell you this speaker has a lot of clarity. Well, let's increase the max volume. Start over, here we go. Okay, let's try a different song. Okay, let's find out. Alright, so I got two Motion Boom Plus speakers paired together. Now to sync them up using true wireless stereo, real simple, just hit the button on the first speaker, hit the same button on the second speaker. It takes less than 5 seconds. Alright, here we go, max volume.
Many times you knew I was fighting for you. I put it on the line, got the weapon for you. I was front line, I was repping for you. Came by myself, I was stepping for you. Took an L to a lesson for you. Took one night to a lesson for you. You gotta do something special. And I can't sleep at night when I think about it. These niggas think they got it, but I really got it. Niggas think they content, but I really profit. I don't let the town that it really poppin'. Niggas window shut, but I'm really confident. I'm from the city where niggas be really rockin'. I'm cool for 650s with silly options. Mathematics. Still stick around if I ain't had cabbage. Come to my shows if I back average. Slept on my floors and my bad habits. Came on my rooms from the backstabbers. Never be so wrong from the backstab, never. Ready for that ride in the back caddy. Like my son, one son, tell him ask daddy. Every man has it. I'm just some chill.
Okay, let's try the original Motion Boom and see how much different it sounds compared to the Motion Boom Plus. Alright, so let's start off with the Motion Boom. Now if you notice, the Motion Boom is a lot smaller than the Motion Boom Plus. So it shouldn't be as loud, but let's put it to the test. Here we go. Okay, so we maxed out at 89. Here's the Motion Boom Plus. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Alright, so now let's do a sound test. And on a side note, make sure you put your headphones on or watch this video using the quality system. Because if you're just using your phone, everything is going to sound the same. Now one more thing. If you notice, it does have strobe lights in the woofers. Okay, I love that. Hashtag RGB life. Alright, here we go. I'm going to start off at max volume. The EQ is set to music with extra bass. Here we go. Hold up, but you got the RGB lights. Now, let's try another song. two Stormbox blasts paired together. Now to sync them up, real simple. Just go to the first speaker, hold down the Bluetooth pair button for 5 seconds, do the same thing on the second one, and it'll automatically connect. Alright, here we go, max volume.
Yo, I got a question for you. Yeah, many times you knew I was checking for you. I put it on the line, grab the weapon for you. Yeah, I was front line, I was weapon for you. Tracker came by myself, I was stepping for you. Take the L to a lesson for you. Take one night to a blessing for you. You ain't gotta do something special for you. But I wouldn't do nothing special unless it's for you, babe. Let's think about it. And I can't sleep at night when I think about it. These niggas think they got it, but I really got it. Niggas think they profit, but I really profit. I done left the town, got it really poppin'. Niggas window shot when I'm really poppin'. I'm from the city where niggas be really rockin'. I might pull up in 650s with silly options. It's mathematics. Still stick around if I ain't had cabbage. Would you come to my shows if I rap average? Except for my flaws and my bad habits. Heal on my wounds from the backstabbers. I'll never be someone who will backstab. Never. Ready for that ride in the black caddy. Fuck my son, one son, tell him ask daddy. He'll be mad happy. I'm just trying to chill.
Let's find out. Alright, let's settle this debate right now. Alright, so this is it. Soundcore Motion Boom Plus versus the Tri-Bit Stormbox Blast. Now I'm going to start off with the champ, the Soundcore Motion Boom Plus. Here we go.
Yo, I got a question for you. Yeah, many times you knew I was checking for you. I put it on the line, grab the weapon for you. I was front line, I was repping for you. Tracker came by myself, I was stepping for you. Turn the L to a lesson for you. Turn one night to a blessing for you. You think I'll do something special for you? But I wouldn't do nothing special unless it's for you. Let's think about it. And I can't sleep at night when I think about it. These niggas think they got it, but I really got it. Niggas think they profit, but I really profit. I done left the town, got it really poppin'. Niggas window shot when I'm really poppin'. I'm from the city where niggas be really rockin'. I might pull up in 650s with silly options. Mathematics. You still stick around if I ain't had cabbage. Would you come to my shows if I rap average? Except for my flaws and my bad habits. Get on my wounds for the backstabbers. Never be someone who will backstab. Never. Ready for that ride in the black caddy. My son, one son, tell him ask daddy. He'll be mad happy. But I'm just trying to.
Okay, here's the Stormbox Blast.
Yo, I got a question for you. How many times you knew I was checking for you? I put it on the line, grab the weapon for you. I was front line, I was repping for you. Tracker came by myself, I was stepping for you. Turn the L to a lesson for you. Turn one night to a blessing for you. You ain't think I'd do something special for you. But I wouldn't do nothing special unless it's for you, babe. Let's think about it. And I can't sleep at night when I think about it. These niggas think they got it, but I really got it. Niggas think they profit, but I really profit. I done left the town, got it really poppin'. Niggas window shot when I'm really poppin'. I'm from the city where niggas be really rockin'. I might pull up in 650s with silly options. It's mathematics. You still stick around if I ain't had cabbage. Would you come to my shows if I rap average? Except for my flaws and my bad habits. Heal on my wounds from the backstabbers. And never be someone who will backstab. Never. Ready for that ride in the black caddy. My son, one son, tell him ask daddy. He'll be mad happy. But I'm just trying to chill.
Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Alright, so let me plug this in. I'm going to pair it up to my Google Assistant app, and we'll do a little sound test, and we'll play with some of the features. Talk amongst yourselves. Alright, y'all, so we back in. Now, I got this all set up, so now let's test it out. Now, the first thing you want to do is download the Google Home app on your Android or iOS device. Now, once you open that up, the pairing process is going to take about 5 minutes. Now, you can connect this to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Now, I got it set up to both. So if you connect it to Wi-Fi, you're going to see that Wi-Fi logo on the front. It's going to be illuminated. Alright, so now let's try out the far-field mics. I'm going to whisper. Okay, Google. What time is it?
It's 10:33.
Now I don't want to keep killing y'all with the voice commands, so I'm going to use the button for the rest of the video. What's the weather?
Currently in New York City, it's 53 and cloudy. Today, there'll be showers with a forecasted high of 55 and a low of 48.
Now let's try this. Max volume. What's the weather in Las Vegas?
Currently in Las Vegas, it's 72 and sunny. Today, it'll be sunny with a forecasted high of 96 and a low of 67.
Who was the 23rd president?
Benjamin Harrison was the 23rd President of the United States.
Spell accomplishment.
Accomplishment is spelled ACCOMPLISHMENT.
What's 604 times 808?
The answer is 488,032.
So now you can use all your regular Google voice commands, and you can also use your smart home features. Call me an Uber.
I couldn't verify your voice, so I can't connect you to Uber at the moment. You can either try again or verify your voice match settings in the Google Home app.
Alright, so I'll set that up later. Now I tried out some music on this, and I gotta be honest with y'all, for $250, this is a major go. This is a great alternative to buying an Apple HomePod and being stuck in that Apple ecosystem. Now this is not as loud as the Google Home Max, around the same volume as the Apple HomePod, but this has a lot of bass and it sounds really good. And I'll give y'all a demo. Okay Google, play Soul Group Universe Brainstorm.
Brainstorm by Soul Group Universe, sure. Playing on Google Play Music.
Brainstorm like the rainfall. Touching keys, I'm Ray Charles with these shades on. We gon' blow all summer long as the chain roll. They ride to them wheels fall off than what you came for. I brainstorm like the rainfall. Touching keys, I'm Ray Charles with these shades on. We gon' blow all summer long as the chain roll. They ride to them wheels fall off than what you came for. Guess who's Bizak? Still residue on my bills. I'm at the stove trying to cook me a meal. Got a club, never felt the need to look for a deal. Time is money, so them hoes got book me to chill. Stop. Now, when you're playing your music on max volume, you will have to speak a little bit louder for the far-field mics. Now, let's try out some Bluetooth. I don't want to play any copyright music, so y'all know how we do. And on the side note, if y'all hear that purring sound, Zerk's on the top doing security. Let's take it over to some bike life. Let's try a different song.
2 decades, Mario Kart's been several laps ahead of the kart racing competition, but before the motorbikes and plastic steering wheels and blue Koopa shells, this was its starting line. This is the original Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and if its emphasis on actual racing isn't enough to convince you that Super Mario Kart is still one of the plumber's finest performances on the racetrack, its lack of blue freaking Koopa shells should be. Released for the Super Nintendo in 1992, Super Mario Kart occupies an important place within gaming history. Not only did it get the engine roaring for one of the most successful series in gaming, but it literally created its own genre as well. This was the first kart racer ever made, a blueprint that's since been copied from muffler to headlights. Of course, the reason this game was so influential is that it offered a fun and exciting new twist on racing games. Playing as characters from the Super Mario series, you race on a variety of courses also inspired by Nintendo's flagship franchise. And there are several cups to choose from, and each one takes you through 5 different tracks ranging from the rickety wooden planks of Ghost Valley to the bumpy dirt roads of Donut Plains. You race against 7 other characters, and the one with the most points after 5 races wins the cup. Super Mario Kart was really unlike any racer before it, and as much as that had to do with the colorful courses and characters, the racing itself is what made the game so special. Nintendo gave the mechanics of traditional racing games an overhaul in Super Mario Kart, adding techniques like power sliding and hopping, as well as the ability to use items like banana peels against your competitors, a feature that's since become a staple of the series and has always made it especially conducive to multiplayer. Of course, later iterations of Mario Kart would elaborate on the use of items, and in some cases, maybe a bit too far. And that makes this original game feel even better by contrast. Case in point, as I mentioned, no blue Koopa shell in Super Mario Kart. But the appeal of this game is about more than what isn't there. It's also about what is there and what makes this Mario Kart stand out among its sequels. Specifically, the concept of collecting coins throughout the race is unique to Super Mario Kart. The more you collect, the faster your kart can go, and since crashing causes you to lose them, it adds a whole other dynamic to the racing, not to mention roots Mario Kart into something a bit more Super Mario. More generally speaking, Super Mario Kart also has a much clearer focus on racing, and that's reflected in the game's track design. Where newer Mario Kart games have gone for more over-the-top courses, the tracks in the original seem a lot more focused on providing a competitive core racing experience. Each course has plenty of quirks and angles that, if you can master them, can cut seconds off your lap times. And in Super Mario Kart, every second is precious. Even though the game's almost 2 decades old, Super Mario Kart also holds its own in terms of features and content. You can unlock an additional cup and difficulty level in the single-player mode, which is comprised of both Grand Prix and time trials. The game also includes multiplayer support for 2 players, highlighted of course by the legendary Super Mario Kart Battle Mode. Super Mario Kart's a very important game, but what's more, it's also a very good game. The music, gameplay, and general concept have been spawning sequential as inspired and as fun to play as the iconic and blue shell-less Super Mario Kart.